Peace and blessings, light and love. Welcome to another edition of whatever this is called. Um, Prioritize Health. That's Prioritieyes as in eyes, your health. And I'm just on a mission to really not expose, that's the wrong word, to really um, bring light to this technique of diagnosing and analyzing and figuring out what's wrong with us and why it's wrong, right? This is something our ancestors did thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. It's on the walls in Kemet, the hieroglyphics. Anyway, because we've been so westernized, um, it's hard. It's hard to make the adjustment to switch our train of thinking, right? Our train of thought. And so I really want to change the way we think about our health. Okay, about our health. Now let's just think about our eyes for a minute, right? Just take a minute and think about our eyes, right? We already know that so much can be seen just by looking into somebody's eyes. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. So much can be seen just by looking into somebody's eyes, right? Come on, y'all. We can tell if somebody's lying. We can tell if somebody is in love or if they're sick or if they're tired, if they're mad, right? I mean, untrustworthy. My daddy always said, if if a nigga don't look you in the eye, don't trust him. And I'm dealing with something along those lines right now. Anyway, untrustworthy. We can determine all of this just by looking into someone's eyes. That's it. You ain't got to be a doctor. You don't have to have a master's in iridology or become a doctor of iridology like I have. You don't need none of that. You could just look in somebody's eyes and know that something's wrong, something's right, something's off. Right? So what I want you to do now, keeping all of that in mind, is just to be open minded, right? Be open minded for a minute and think about bigger information that can be seen in the eyes. I mean, if we can determine all of that just as regular everyday people, don't you think there's a possibility we can see other things, bigger things, more in depth things? Maybe. Just think about it for a minute, right? So, what I know is that what is revealed in the eyes is uh, mirrors the state of the entire body, right? It mirrors the state of the entire body. I can see imbalances in your eyes, inflammation, stress, um, the stress of certain organs and systems in the body that cause diseases, right? All of this can be seen in the eyes. Um, I can see, or you can too once you learn um, a difficult in blood processes, the pancreas, the lymphatic system, the heart, the lungs, the reproductive organs, the spleen, the thyroid, the liver, the kidneys, the everything. If you get a good iridologist, that person can tell you if there's inflammation, if there is imbalance, if there a certain organ is stressed out, meaning it's working too hard because of some reason. A good iridologist can tell you that. But here's the better part. Here's the better part. They can tell you that. I can tell you that. But more importantly, I can tell you why. Right? So, for example, let me just tell you my story. Um, I'm not going to tell you my story. I'm going to save that for another time. But just know that just because there's a liver weakness, right? Suppose you have a liver weakness. It might not mean that your liver is weak, right? It might mean that your blood, you have faulty blood, and so your liver's not able to process it correctly. So in that case, you don't work on the liver. You work on the blood so that the liver doesn't have to work as hard, and now it's not stressed anymore. Make sense? I mean, come on, y'all. It's not rocket scientists. So just, I mean, get an iris analysis done. What's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna hurt? So if you're taking medication for high blood pressure, right, to treat the heart, right, it might not be the heart. Your heart might be fine. Maybe your blood is congested, right? Maybe your blood is too thick. Maybe it's dirty. Maybe it's needs. We don't know. But an iridologist can help you figure that out, right? And I've always said I'm not anti-medicine. I believe in medicine. Sick people need drugs. Sick people need drugs. My goal is to make sure you're no longer sick, right? So come on, guys. It's time that we just stop playing with our health. You know, if you want to know why you're sick, not just that you're sick. Who cares? Who cares if you find out that you're sick? That's really useless information other than bringing it to light. I mean, it's useless. You want information that's you can do something with. It's practical. So don't just tell me that I'm sick. Thanks, doc. Tell me why I'm sick. And more specifically, tell me what I can do. Now, this is another thing that you're going to have to open your mind to. We are not cookie cutters, right? Each and every one of us is very, very, very different. And you can't treat this person the same way you treat the next person, you know? And although iridology is heavily based in genetics, meaning we use that as a starting point, have you ever wondered why 10 people in the same family and only one of them gets cancer? Or why 9 of them get cancer and one of them doesn't? It happens all the time. So it's not just genetics. Let's be clear. So we are all individuals and you should be treated individually. And that's what iridology, I as in I individual and the eyes, that's what a good iris analysis will do. You know, it is the work of the Most High. I call an iris analysis God's MRI because this is the way God has allowed us to look into our bodies and figure out what's wrong, what's right. I think it's um, Luke 3:22, something like that, where it says the eyes are the lamp for the entire body. If the eyes are well, so is the body. Come on, y'all. If that wasn't God telling y'all that iridology is how you maintain and examine your health, I don't know what is. Anyway, visit my website, Prioritize, I'll put it in the description link below. And if you're not in my town or, you know, we can arrange to do a consultation virtually, which we can with a little bit of extra work, we can do it. Find one in your area and find one who's skilled and gifted enough to understand iridology as it applies to African Americans. Um, I'm just saying. Anyway, it's your girl, Ray Queen, the Master Iridologist and Doctor of Metaphysical Science. Looking forward to seeing you the next time. Until then, laughter should be the only thing that hurts. Be well.